toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
That no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the toss. Running to Green. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you want to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
And unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the tailback. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Runs through a tackle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. On the move. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McCulley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. Second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the boot, looking for his man. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take a shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. So after the missed kick, it's still 3-0.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's sharp. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
That's a big key for this offense now. You've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Durham. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags it. They make the tackle just inside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you, and I get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a fly sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just going to keep it after the snap. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And Every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Caught, close to the marker, it's Durham. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Marshall. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And the D does it again. Like, I feel like it's a repeat. We can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
Michigan.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.